Back again to do another simple get ready with me. Mecca actually sent out an email regarding Beauty Loop Level 3, and it was to include and pick up for free if you go into the store, or with $25 and over if you purchase it online. You get the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, the mini version. It did actually let you select from 4 different shades. There was level 2, level 3, I think level 3.5, and level 4.5. The Hollywood Flawless Filter that I have originally is a level 6 medium. So naturally I didn't want to go too light. And we're going to put this all over our face today. Or you can just simply use it sparingly around the areas of the cheek, just for simple highlighting, for instance. I've already given this one a whirl, and if you haven't tried this, this is a really good product for mixing in with your foundation, or for just putting all over the face with nothing else over it, doing, you know, specific highlighting around the face. You can use it in multiple different ways. This is the product. We're going to just put that over my face, because this product is really just quite unique in the fact that anything you put over it really goes in well, and it doesn't actually give you a frosty look effect. Massaging that in with my fingers. I am looking into a mirror here. And if you want to know what I had on prior to putting on this product, it's simply just last night's skincare. And there you go, simply really easy to absorb into the skin. Next I'm going in with the KVD Good Apple Foundation, and I'm going to be putting it on with a damp beauty sponge. And what I love about this Good Apple Serum Foundation is it's medium to full coverage. You can build it up, and also perfect for under eye concealer. Next I'm just going to line my lips with some lip liner. This one here is the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Liner. The shade that I'm using today is Cushion Talk. It's just like a neutral pink. And then I'm just going in with the Chantecaille Lip Chic in Sari Rose. Absolutely love this because it's not too gloopy, gloppy. It's a nice shine, yet it is long lasting and hydrating. Next I'm going in with my NYX Brow Glue. This is in the shade Taupe. And I'm just working that through the eyebrows. I just had to pull out all my brushes, and I'm going to just do a little smoky eye look using the Born This Way, the Natural Nude Eyeshadow Palette. I'm going in with just a Sigma Medium Sweeper E54 brush, and I'm dipping into the shade Maple. I haven't primed my eyes because my eyelids are already nice and primed with my natural oils. And I'm putting that all over the bottom half of the lid, from the inner corner just to the outer edge, just like that. You don't have to be perfect with this, just put it on. Literally, you're just going to see a hint of colour peeping through where your natural crease is. Next I'm going in with the same brush, Truffle, which is a deep dark brown, and going on the outer edge of the eye and just deepening up the look with a little bit of a deeper shade to add a little bit more depth, just like that. I forgot to tap off, so there is a bit of fallout, and I will clean that up. Just, that's pretty much kind of the look that we've got there. Very simple. Now I'm going in with a flat brush, flat definer, E15. But before we do the liner, I am going in with another Sigma brush. This one here is one of my favorite pencil brushes. It's the E30 brush. And I'm going to be doing a nice little sweep between rose gold and nude. These two shades, nude and rose gold. So just make sure you coat the pencil brush with both of those shades, and we're going to sweep that under the eye. Just like that. Okay, going to clean up the fallout just by dabbing in a bit of that remaining foundation on my beauty blender. I really do love beauty blenders for the simple fact that they're so useful in cleaning up product. I went a bit too high there, that's fine. I've got my setting spray by Urban Decay. Getting my flat definer brush, dipping it into the deep shade here again called Truffle, making sure to coat it well. Getting the setting spray, stamp the flat liner brush over the top part of the lid, going into the inner corner of the eye, just picking up a bit more. When it comes to doing the inner corner of the eye, you can actually open your eye and look straight ahead into a mirror, so you can stamp that liner brush, and then with the remaining product, angle the brush and the outer edge and just stamp it, and you will see a wing magically appear. Then you can actually start to perfect the wing. Again, using the damp beauty sponge, you can go ahead and just soften the edges of that liner. I'm just fixing up a little bit of the shadow with the remaining shadow that we had on the brush. And now we're going in with mascara. I'm putting on a new mascara that I picked up by Kevyn Aucoin. It's been around for a very long time, but apparently the reviews are really good, so I purchased it. The Volume Mascara. Very thin wand. So I'm going to coat my top and bottom lashes with this mascara. It's nothing to scream up and down about, but at the same time, yes, because the applicator feels so comfortable when you're applying on your lashes, like really cushiony, and it just feels lovely. I have got a little bit of a black mark up here, which I will try and scrape off. That's come off, and now I'm going to just do the bottom lashes. I mean, because it's my first impression, I need to share this experience, and I've literally just touched my lower lid with that, and that's okay. I don't care. I'm going to try and deliberately do the same thing, make it look a little bit like deliberate makeup. Sometimes looks really well when it's kind of like not perfect, like you might have a little bit of an issue like I did here, but you can scrape it off later once it's dry. It really is no big issue, but I am loving this mascara for my first time using it. It feels absolutely wonderful. Like, this is the wand. Again, it's very slim. I love the packaging. So also the reviews were saying that it's one of the mascaras that doesn't make their eyes itch. So maybe if you've got sensitive eyes or wear contact lenses, this might be a really good tubing mascara for you to try out. I'll leave an update in a second video. I'm going to do some blush. Using one of my favorite blushes at the moment, and it's by Mercier. It's the Blush Infusion in Fresco. Bronzer brush to apply this. Just dipping right in there like that. And sweeping that all over the cheeks, up high. I'm not using any bronzer today. Bit on the nose, bit on the forehead. With the remainder, I'm just lightly dusting it under the jawline. We're not contouring or anything, but it's just a way to tie in the rest of the look. I wanted to talk about the GRWM eyeliner update. So I reached out to the company because I had some comments saying that I should try and get a refund. I reached out, and the most that they were going to offer me is $4 US. And when they did come back and said, they wanted to give me a $2 US refund, and I said no. And then they said $4 US, and then I just didn't respond. So I did let them know that I am going to be doing a review on this. But again, this is a product that is absolutely, I do not recommend it. The product itself is probably going to arrive to you dried out. I also recently discovered that you can get the same exact product from Temu. So I should have checked Temu before ordering this product, but I don't use Temu that much, so I don't really know. This is a perfect applicator. It really is so good. In terms of if you do have a proper gel eyeliner that's not dried out like this crap product, okay, very dried out, then you will find that you are going to do perfect winged eyeliners probably every time. This applicator, it's very flexible and it's curved, so you can get really close to the lash line and you can do a perfect line. You can even do it underneath the eyes. I wish I could show you now, but I am on the lookout for a gel eyeliner now, so I do need to find one. I think I also had an idea where you could actually just get any eyeshadow that you want, put a few drops of Duraline in it, run this over it, and then you could pretty much make your own cream eyeshadow if you wanted to. But sometimes I'm a bit lazy and I don't want to chalk up the shadow and put it in and mix it in with Duraline. I just sometimes, you know, or even just some setting spray. I guess you could do it. I really wouldn't go in and dig this into a dry eyeshadow. You may just ruin your eyeshadow. Make sure it's a cream liner. I think it's best if you do it with a cream gel eyeliner. So that's my update. I just don't recommend you getting it. If you have gotten it and you are loving it, let me know in the comments below. I'd really love to know. Very simple, natural. I hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend. It's raining here in Sydney today, and we are having a barbecue despite the fact that it is raining. Don't know how that's going to happen because we don't really have any shelter for the barbecue. We do have one big fat umbrella that's outside, but I don't think that's going to keep it away. Anyway, to be continued. I hope you've all been well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.